Well, I am so extortionately good at procrastinating. It is, like 5 hours before this video has to be ready, which normally my videos are uploaded to my channel 24 hours in advance, so I don't have to think about it. But hey, here we are. Welcome to episode 58 of Minecraft Creative with me, ams.a, in which today apparently we're doing path-related stuff. I think I was just trying to put some finishing details to that greenhouse that we built, because I am so very proud of that greenhouse. Apparently I spent a lot of time just staring at the inventory, trying to work out what blocks I wanted, because I wanted to build a cart, and I don't build these often. Usually because I build one, and I think it looks horrendous, and then I don't do it for a while. Nor do I think to practice any of it, which doesn't help. So I went in and tried to figure it out. I really don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but it exists. I also put in a horse because I can, and I gave it gold armor because I figured, well, that will add a pop of color. I really hope when we get like the copper armor that at some point they'll put it in so it oxidizes. I know. Did they confirm that they weren't going to do that? It'd be so cool if it would, though. It would look so pretty as well. I think I named the horse. Did I name the horse? Or is it just there? I feel really bad if I didn't name the horse something. If I haven't, please give me name suggestions. I then went around trying to put a fencing bit in here. 1, because I didn't want the horse going in the water, and 2, because it looked weird just leaving it. You know, there's certain, like, regions of this project that just look kind of incomplete, and no matter what I do, I can't for the life of me work out how to fix it. I was really up for just staring at nothingness on this, wasn't I? That's super helpful for me doing voiceovers when I can't be bothered to edit, and I need to get this done as quick as possible so I can actually upload it and start Minecraft to get thumbnails. Well done me. I did, however, like this little fence that I went around doing. It was just with slabs and fences, using mangrove, because apparently that was my colour of choice for this. Added in some different flowers. There's the different tulips, there is then cornflowers, and there are poppies. And I kind of worked on perhaps... I need to move my chair back in. I worked on perhaps this stall was just selling flowers. I then checked in on the pitcher plants because I wanted to make sure that those things hadn't fully grown. Because otherwise I had no idea how I was going to get them to stay at different levels of growth. I then went around and tried to figure out some more stuff to do because I was trying to record for 45 minutes because that makes about 1 episode, but I'm not very good at doing that. And apparently I added more fencing. That fencing looks horrendous. Am I going to go back and fix it? No, who do you think I am? It might get fixed down the line, but I have no idea how I'd fix it right now. I also need to lower this microphone, it's right in my face. There we go, that's a normal height for it. I added in more flowers to the floor, trying to blend everything together. I have since gone and made the fields look nicer, or at least tried to. That is always the key word in this. I have tried to do something. Added in lots of foliage because that then kind of to me symbolises this area is done. You're going to move on to something else, which I don't necessarily do particularly swiftly. I then decided it would make sense if these this stall kind of thing was also selling coral. And any minute now I will grab the tough blocks. Okay, that's not a wasp I heard outside, touch wood. And kind of built little pens underwater. I then also had to fix some of the terraforming of the riverbed. At some point I think I want to change it all to mud because it looks nicer, but also I don't think I have the patience to go through and do that. Okay, here we go. So I put in the patterned, whatever that patterned tough block is, put in pillars to support it, then went in and added a wall. Out of something. Out of glass. Why did I use glass for this? God, I had some strange ideas. Added the glass so that it kind of blended in, presumably. Added in the sand. And then picked out coral to add, mostly so that there was a variety. I didn't want to just pick one, and I didn't want to just do 2. I think I tried... I wasn't able to do all of them, Did I just do 3? Who knows? We'll find out. This is the fun thing. I filmed this so long ago, but apparently I kept terraforming sand, which is really not what I was meant to be doing. I do most of my terraforming off camera because it's absolutely boring and it's a great mindless task. At some point, you're probably going to get another video of it, though, because it has been a little while since we've had one. I then added chains, presumably in an attempt to keep things out, not that it's going to work against the fishes. Went in, added the corals. I then ended up changing this, I believe, so that that bottom row is the, like, non-fan version of the coral, if you get what I mean. Here we go, yes, I changed it. And then also didn't grab all the corals that I needed, which wasn't particularly helpful for myself, but oh well, I eventually did it. Or was that on something else? I don't really know. I definitely messed up at one point working with coral. I also forget that, like, the dead coral was really good for adding texture to, like, grey builds, and just proceed to not use it. Like, I could have put some of it on all of that cobblestone rock stuff. Maybe that'll be a future video that you're going to get if I remember to do that, which I'm probably not going to. We'll find out. Give it, I don't know, 6 months and I'll remember. I also decided to add more of the floaty things that I'd previously worked on into the river to kind of make it very obvious as to where on earth these little pool bits where the coral was growing in, because I figured for coral that's going to technically be protected if we're going off of real world stuff and applying it to Minecraft. It would make sense that they'd try to keep things away. So I very much just copied what I'd previously built using the same sets of blocks, which is the cut copper in stair and slab form, as well as copper bulbs and like copper grates. I did make sure to change up which weathered stage of it was, so that it just added variety. Tried tweaking it round a bit to see if I could make it smaller. It didn't look good. These do admittedly look way too large. And, you know, oh my god, the words aren't wording. I need to widen the river, basically. Why did I just hit my mouse? I nearly closed this thing. We're so close to the end of the episode. I then stared at it and contemplated the composition. It looks a bit weird. There's definitely work that needs doing to this. But I think we're getting there. I think this is one of the best things I've built in Minecraft, which is good considering it's some of the most recent stuff I've built. Added a bunch of grass, which just looks really fun time-lapsed. And then I think I decided at this point that was in fact all I could be bothered to film. And that is the end of episode 58. I will see you all again on Wednesday. Goodbye.